Welcome to Everyday Life. Thank you for joining our podcast, Conversations Over Coffee. My name is Jen.
And I'm Dagda.
And we're going to hit you with the explicit content warning right off the bat. This podcast does include adult situations and adult language from time to time.
I'm an angel. I never fucking cuss.
Okay. Anyways, you ready to go?
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Alrighty then.
Stop looking at me like that.
Don't make eye contact, boy.
You never make eye contact.
They don't touch. They don't touch. They never touch. That's the only fucking whitest kids you know skit that I thought was funny. The rest of them I fucking hated.
You know, so I thought you were referencing something that happened in the Big Bang. Because I haven't seen the whitest kid you know. I mean, I know some white kids, but...
Yeah.
Anyways, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good.
I'm doing good. Because you know what it is. You know what today is. It's finally here. Do you know what it is?
I ascend today.
No, you don't. No, you don't. We're fucking...
This fucking dickhead.
So many levels of cock gobbler are you.
Nope.
Ooh, but Dagda.
Negative levels of cock gobbling.
Well, as much as you keep your mouth open, your shit just might drop in there.
Yep. It might fall off and land in my mouth.
Look, I didn't put all those nuts in your mouth yesterday or today.
Yeah.
You did that yourself. You were just like, I'm going to gobble me some salty nuts. You did it yourself.
Cashews are great.
Yeah,
Almonds
cashews.
are pretty good.
We'll call them that. Cashews and almonds.
Hazelnuts. What's the other name? Filberts.
Filbert.
Filberts are pretty good too.
Oh, wait, that's Dilbert. Never mind.
Any fucking way.
Anyways, I'm excited because we're now in November. And do you know what that means is coming?
Thanksgiving.
You know, you don't even fucking celebrate Thanksgiving. What the fuck are you talking about? Why would you automatically go there?
I don't know.
Because you're being an obstinate butthole.
I don't know what you're fucking talking about, honestly.
Stranger Things, the final season. Thanksgiving
Nice.
weekend.
Okay. It's fucking Thanksgiving. There you go.
Thanksgiving weekend.
And?
You don't even celebrate Thanksgiving? I mean, do you guys even do a Friendsgiving anymore?
Last year we did not, I'm pretty sure. The year before that, it was very weird because it was basically, they made dinner, but everybody ate in their rooms. So, yeah.
Thanks for participating, motherfuckers, and paying your rent on time. Here's some food.
Yeah.
Kind of what it went. Yeah. So, well, there's a couple things I'm excited about. Obviously, Thanksgiving, right? And my mommy's birthday is in the month of November. Yay. Hi, mommy.
Hi, mommy.
Hi, mommy. But I'm actually really excited for the final season of Stranger Things. Even though I don't want it to end, I know it has to end. Mm-hmm. This show, do you know when the first season, when it premiered?
I don't remember.
2016.
Was it really? I knew it was before the nonsense, but I didn't know it was that long ago.
Yes. The first season premiered in 2016, and that's where we got introduced to the fictional world of Hawkins, and the idea of the world of the Upside Down. Not the Upside Down itself, but the idea of the world of the Upside Down. And like all these great characters, all these kids. We got 11, portrayed by Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown!
And then you got like Finn, Mike is portrayed by Finn Wolfhard. Nancy is portrayed by Natalia Dyer. Then you've got Noah Schnapp doing Will Byers. You got Charlie Heaton doing Jonathan Byers. And then my absolute favorite, and I don't want to say his name wrong because I've been having trouble with speech lately. And
English motherfucker, do you speak?
not really. And it's my gums. They keep swelling. So anyways, Gaten Matarazzo III. He happens to play Dustin Henderson.
Yeah, Dustin is pretty cool.
He's a fucking great He's a great character.
He's a great nerd.
He's my favorite character. Just so many different reasons. And what's really cool about his character is, so in real life, Gaten Matarazzo the third. So Gaten in real life actually has cleidocranial dysplasia, and the Duffer Brothers, who are the creators of this show, wrote it into there for him, so he was able to bring awareness to it.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that there's something going on with his mouth.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
People are going to ask questions, so you might as well.
Well, and here's the thing is, like, when you look at the age these kids are supposed to be, right? It might not be their true age. They're pretty close.
Yeah, they're around that age.
But they're supposed to be 11 and 12 years old. So it's pretty normal that's when a lot of kids are getting their adult teeth. The rest of their baby teeth have fallen out. Their adult teeth are coming in. But with cleidocranial dysplasia, you have certain things that are predominant. And what seems to be, in Gaten's case anyways, is he has the collarbone. They're either completely missing or they're misshapen. So that's one of the markers for it. Weird, funky things happen with your teeth, like they don't all come in, or they come in later in life or something. And then, of course, people with this dysplasia, they tend to have a little bit shorter stature. Okay. So they're not, he may reach an average height of 5'9". I don't know, but they tend to be a little bit shorter in stature. And there's I saw some pictures of some severe cases, where you can definitely tell there's something going on with wide set eyes, and, there's a forehead, because with this dysplasia, the bone on your forehead portion tends to close way after birth, much later than other people. Yeah. So anyways, and then of course we've got Joe Keery as Steve Harrington, Mr. Hare.
Yeah.
So, and then you've got Winona Ryder as Joyce Byers, and you've got David Harbour as Hopper. Koopa. And I was thinking, I paused for a second because I'm going, oh wait, there's Caleb McLaughlin who plays Lucas too, and I didn't want to forget him. I think he's really his comedic timing's really good. That kid, the one who plays Lucas, his comedic timing is fantastic. There's a scene in a future, like in a later episode in the series, and where they're hoofing it up this hill to the highest point in Hawkins, and he guzzles down fucking the rest of the canteen of water, and Max looks at him and she's just like, did you just drink all our water? And he just looks at her, like, spits it back in the canteen. He's like, here you go. It's just like, just the comedic timing is perfect. Yeah. So anyways,
his little sister's character is also hilarious.
Erica, just the facts, Mom. And that girl, her name is Priya Ferguson, and she is so good. But still, Dustin Henderson is my favorite character. Which one's your favorite? I would have said somebody else, but he doesn't live long enough for me to say his name.
Oh, the Hellfire Club dude?
Yeah, I like the actor Joseph Quinn, and I really like the character Eddie. You know, but yeah, Dustin, for me, hands down, I have just adored this little kid throughout the whole series so far. Especially when he gets his high pitched squeal. I'm like, I'm like 100%. I understand that. I get it.
I mean, I really like the older sister,
Natalie Dyer. So Nancy Wheeler.
Yeah.
She's about as big as your arm. Yeah. And she could kick your ass in a heartbeat.
Anyway,
she's pretty tough.
Any fucking way.
Anyways,
I have words about that, but I'm going to keep them to myself. I don't know. Yeah, Nancy is actually pretty cool.
Nancy's very cool.
And her original boyfriend grew on me.
Steve Harrington?
Yeah.
Yes.
At first, he was supposed to be the douchebag that everybody hated. In the beginning,
it was this facade that he was putting on. He was supposed to be like portraying the rich pretty boy that everybody loved. So he had to be, King Steve, King Cocky. But I don't think I definitely think the whole storyline between him and Nancy, I think that definitely brought his true character out a lot faster than if they had like not, if you know what I mean. Like they could have done his character a couple of ways where he remained King Cocky, right? And then instead of getting Max's brother, what the fuck was his name? I know the actor's name is Decker Montgomery, Billy Hargrove.
Yeah.
So instead of getting Billy Hargrove, we literally could have seen Max come in as a single child transplant with her mom already being divorced from her stepdad and dad. And then we could have seen Steve take over that role that Decker Montgomery filled with Billy Hargrove.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they could have easily done that.
Yeah.
And that would have been, I wouldn't say that would be beyond predictable, but I would say it would have been an interesting choice.
Yeah.
Honestly. But I like what they've done with the Steve character.
Yeah. And of course I love Hopper and fucking Elle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, Elle's great. She's probably my second favorite.
yeah.
For me, it probably goes Dustin, Elle, Steve, tied with Joyce and Hopper. That's probably how mine goes. And there's nothing wrong with the gal who plays Nancy at all. It gave me quite a bit of yuck in season 4. At the beginning of season 4, you know, you've got Joyce and her kids and Elle living in California, in Lenora, California. Everybody else is in Hawkins, and everybody's lying to everybody. And it just gave me the wrong kind of yuck. Like, no. I don't know. Anyways, so it premiered in 2016, and so that brought all these great actors and up and coming actors and actresses into this light, into many different things. Like Finn Wolfhard, I didn't do a whole lot of research on him. I do know that he's into music as well, and I do know that he starred in the remake of It.
Oh yeah.
So he was in that. But he's not, I mean, he's a good actor, but he's not, for me personally, just because of when I was a kid, what I would think of leading men type stuff, he wouldn't have been who I picked. But I think they picked a very good person because he's nerdy and he's awkward and he's geeky, and that's great. You know, but I'm just like, okay. I mean, in No Schnapp, he did a good job. He's doing a good job as Will Byers, you know, but not people I would have picked.
Yeah.
But they're very good actors in their own rights.
Yeah.
Me personally, just because I'm fucking a weirdo bazirdo, I would have loved to see, it's going to sound a little bit goofy, but it would have been kind of funny to see it. Like somebody out there can do like a what if parody. Like what if Lucas was actually Mike and Mike was actually Lucas, and then the sisters swapped as well. That'd be fucking hilarious. Because if you did that swap, right? Where Nancy is now younger and Erica is now older, I think it would have really tied the story together a little bit better in season 4.
Okay.
Well, because you hear, so say they swap places, right? And you've got now Lucas and Erica are Mike and Nancy. So Mike is still trekking back across the United States to get to Elle, right?
Yeah.
Then his sister's the one crawling through the air ducts with the smart mouth. That'd be hilarious because it'd be like double danger. But I do like what they did. But sometimes my brain goes there where it's like, what if they did this though?
Yeah. I don't know.
Okay. Anyways, so it premiered in 2016, and then in 2017. So in 2017 we got the second season, and then we skipped 2 years, and it's 2019 we get season 3.
Yeah.
Then we have to wait 3 fucking years.
These people are operating in English time. The fucking
where
television shows in England are fucking all over the place like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I do know just from at least reading a little bit, so there's scheduling conflicts that happened here and there, right? But then you had COVID, and then you had the writer's strike.
Yeah.
And so even though the Duffer Brothers created everything and like that, I do believe they actually still respected the writer's strike.
Well, also, a lot of times if you might be a director, but if you're also a writer,
Yeah,
you
you're
have
kind
to
of
follow those rules.
yeah. I mean, yeah, they're writer, director, producers. I mean, like they're all. It's so crazy because this is all from their brain, and this literally you can tell that this is not just like things they loved when they were growing up about the 80s because they weren't born until 84, and the actual story of Elle and the kids from Hawkins, Indiana start before they're even technically born. So it starts in 1983 is when the story starts.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that they've done their research into the shit surrounding their birth decade, because there was that. I remember being really little in the 80s, and everybody was scared the Russians were going to come invade us, and Star Wars was really going to happen because they were going to have a laser beam and just shoot us off the fucking planet. I remember that paranoia.
Yeah.
So I think they did a very good job, especially if you made it to season 4. Oh, I guess we should have said spoiler alert, huh?
Sure.
We're talking all things Stranger Things, so spoiler alert. Sorry. Anywho's.
18 minutes later.
I'm gonna have to put a spoiler alert on like the synopsis. Okay, so here's the thing. When you look at the Starcourt Mall, okay, and then you look at our local mall, there wasn't that much neon everywhere. But I look at that Starcourt Mall in Stranger Things, and I'm like, I probably would have went to the mall way more if it was cool like that.
Yeah, the kind of small town in Indiana got a really fucking nice mall.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, and I guess, if you think about the reason why it was built, I guess we know why it was a small town in Indiana.
Yeah.
So the Duffer Brothers did and they're twins.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're twins. Matt and Ross, born in 1984. So they're technically Zennials, which is interesting because Zennials are just, baby fucking Gen Xers or way elder millennials, honestly.
Yeah.
Just depends on which way they swing. So we start out in 1983, and then here we are. We're in 2025. We're getting ready to have the last season of Stranger Things, and it's going to be set in 1987, which is interesting to me because when you look at these actors and actresses who started 9 years ago, okay, they started these characters 9 years ago. And that means like Millie Bobby Brown, who plays 11, who's about to be 22 this year. So she started when she was like, what? I think she started at 11.
Yeah.
Or maybe 12. But she was pretty young. But now in real life, Millie Bobby Brown is a married mother of one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, her and her husband had a baby, adopted a baby via surrogate.
Oh, okay.
She's pulling a Jamie Chung. Come on now.
Maybe she's trying to pull an Angelina.
I'm not touching that. I'm not touching that. She's married to Bon Jovi's kid. Jake Bon Giovanni is her husband, and they've been married for like a year and a half now. This last July or August, they welcomed a baby. They adopted a baby girl, so there's 3 of them in the family now. And let me tell you something. This gal, Millie Bobby Brown, is hyper intelligent, and it's fucking nuts. But what's crazy about all of it is where you look where she started. Her very first premiere is 11, and then you actually look at her now. That maturity difference, that 9-year maturity difference, it's like, I don't remember my face changing that much. Essentially, she's supposed to be having these changes basically rounded up from 12 years old to 16. I don't remember. I don't remember having a more mature face until I hit my 30s. I have pictures of me in my late 20s, and I still look exactly like I did when I was 16, my face anyways.
I mean, well, some of it is also like her extreme hair, like running around with the shaved head for a bunch of the show. Well, kind of alters. It has a much bigger effect when you're looking at women.
The perception you have of her.
Yeah.
And I get that, but I'm just like, but that that was skull cap for most of that, right? She ain't dumb. Her hair's her moneymaker. She ain't dumb. Shit. The first season, I do believe she did shave her head. I don't know about the others. I've seen some behind the scenes stuff where she's in a skull cap. Definitely, she does skull cap in season 3 and 4, I believe. But I don't know. I just think it's like so wild because this season 5 is going to be the last of it, which I can't quite wrap my mind around because I'm like, but here we are in 2025, right? And this is we're going to be 38 years after it ends. So there's in my brain there's going to be a whole lot in there that's like, wait, what happened? What happened? Because they're not going to fucking tell us.
Well, also there's a bunch of other characters that didn't necessarily get a whole lot of love, like and I don't mean like other people from that town. I mean, there's a bunch of other people from the same program as Elle was from. Remember, she runs into a bunch of
her sister and then the punk kids.
Yeah. Although maybe they'll like have some closure for those people too, but it could have an entire spin off basically with those punk kids.
They could, but I don't think that'll happen.
And probably not.
I mean, but I think you could see like her sister coming back for the final battle. You could see that happen. You could, because here's the thing that a lot of people are going like, oh, like I've seen a little bit of chatter here and there going, oh, watch all of her brothers and sisters from the fucking academy. Like, oh my God, they're going to bring them all back. No, there's only 3 survivors out of that place now at this point when we end season 4.
Yeah.
And even then you know, Papa gets killed off and you don't look at him as part of the kids.
Yeah.
So you've got one who is Vecna or Henry Creel. Okay.
Yeah.
So you've got one, then you've got, I believe her sister was 6 or 7. You've got her and then you have 11. Everybody else is massacred by Vecna. And here's the thing that's going to fucking piss me off is if they come back and go, oh, surprise, there was 12 other kids that were actually down in that facility that we just never showed you. I'll be so pissed. Because in my mind, it's like now there's potentially just 3. Because when they leave Callie, when they leave Callie and she's on this hellbent mission to get them all, first of all, I think that's might be a real big catalyst for her to come back is because she wants to get vengeance on everybody. She wants to get vengeance on them all. Right. So I think that's a big reason for her to come back, at least 2 episodes, depending on how long they make the episodes.
Yeah.
Right. And then I'll, because she makes a very good point. Like, don't you live your life how you want to live it. I'm going to live mine. I have to get my retribution the way I need to get it. And so there's a thing. Is she going to come back and help do the final battle with Vecna? And then you also have that thought in the back of your head, depending on how many times you've watched it and how closely you've watched it, you might also have that thought in the back of your head going, wait a minute, because Paul Reiser's character, that doctor, I don't remember his fucking name right this minute. My mind is drawing a fucking blank because I don't have any PC on. I just have my notes about the mains. But anyways, so you also have that thing where he has taken over. He has technically taken over that facility. So is she going to try to put retribution on him for being part of that organization?
Yeah.
So it's really fascinating to me. And then I also kind of wonder because I mean it's really epic when you're ending a series this good. I mean, for fuck's sake, they wrote an entire play about it that's out there. That's a precursor to Stranger Things. Yeah.
Okay.
So then when you look at all this, for fuck's sake, it scared the shit out of me. So you look at all these things and you go, but since it's the finale, is Vecna really going to try to fuck with everybody's head? Is he going to try to come to Joyce as Bob? Is he going to try to come to Hopper as his daughter? Is he going to try to come at Elle as Papa? So it kind of takes your mind into a lot of places. And it's just like, I know it's just at this point when we're recording this, I know how far it is. But when this issue publishes, like we're so fucking close. We're so fucking close. And the thing, I've been kind of keeping track of it because it'll be almost 4 full years since they've released anything.
Yeah.
It is that close to 4 full years. And they're going to release it in 3 parts. And I imagine, and this is funny because everybody's going, if if they have all the shit, why don't they just release it all at once? Okay, because first of all, I think it's like their number one show and has been since its inception.
Yeah.
So they have to make sure they don't fucking crash their system down. So I think that's why they have to do it, is because one of the things I'd read mid 2024 when they were about done filming and were starting to the editing process, they had over 660 hours of footage. So
yeah, I remember they had a huge amount of footage. It's like, this is way more than what the fucking season's ever gonna be.
yeah, and for me, I'm that person going, excuse me, sir, can you please show me the outtakes, sir? Thank you so much. I'll take some more. You know, so is it going to be the same thing where the episodes are now, you know, an hour and a half long almost?
Yeah.
Is there going to be 8 of them? Is there going to be 10 of them? Because honestly, I would have ended it differently. I'm sure. But I'm saying, like, as far as saying, okay, it's going to be let out in 3 stages. So we're going to have November 26th. So Thanksgiving weekend, they're going to put out volume 1. How many parts of that volume? I don't know. It might just be one volume that they do.
One episode.
It just might be one episode that's like 3 hours long, which would be a complete disservice to the whole thing, honestly, in my book. Because if you look at the totality of time spent in each season, it just gets greater and greater and greater, right? So listen, you guys have already kept us hanging for almost 4 years, right? So if you only give us a total of 6 hours, if you treat it like mini movies and you only give us 6 hours, you suck. But if you do it right, we could have, oh my God, hours, right? So then Merry Christmas is when volume 2 comes out.
Okay.
And then they're going to release volume 3 a week after that for Happy New Year's Eve. So November, December is, we have to be ahead of the game, because I'm probably going to be up at 1:00 in the morning on opening weekend and being like, turning my phone off, be like, what? Or I'm probably gonna be like, Bub, get over here. We'll watch it on the 75-inch TV. Come on. It's not my TV. It's my partner's TV, but whatever. We'll watch it on the big TV. He's like, oh. The hard part about it is I can binge, but I have to stop periodically to get up and move around or it'll drive me nuts. So,
They're driving me nuts.
yarr, she drives me nuts. So
She drives like crazy. Woo, woo.
you just threw me off my game. You suck so bad. I was really excited for this episode because I was just like, oh wow, because we talked.
You fucking ruined it. You fucking piece.
You
of shit.
did, because we talked about it a little bit ahead of time, and I was just like, oh, that's so cool, because my favorite character is best friends with one of his favorite characters. But you did give the caveat, one of, not your very favorite, but fuck you. And that's
Rotten
okay.
some bitch.
That's okay. I'll take them both.
And you just in the ankle.
I'm gonna kick you on the side of your shoe so hard. I've been watching. I watch these dog videos, right?
Okay.
I watched one corgi video like 9 or 10 months ago, and now I'm just on my FYP and all that kind of stuff. I'm just slammed with bulldog videos. How Facebook, how YouTube went from me watching one corgi video to now all of a sudden it's welcome to the plethora of bulldogs.
Yeah, that's.
Have you met Glasses? Have you
even-
met Wendy and Rolo?
Not even the same breed of dogs. What the fuck?
Have you met Pancake? And it's just like, have you met, Asa and Koa? And it's just like, there's this one, obviously, it's because of his underbite. But his teeth, he's got large canines on the bottom. So he looks like a reverse vampire.
So he looks like an orc.
Yes, he actually does look just like an orc. And his name is Glasses. And he's so adorable. And then they just showed us puppies that were born a couple months ago. Oh my God. They're fat little wiggy things. Wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. I like literally will sit here and get excited. And I think I like half broke my chair being like, wiggle, 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 wiggle. Yeah. So I have come to the conclusion after being bombarded with all these bulldog things that, wow, I really like bulldogs. I mean, I already knew I liked pitties, but English bulldogs I really like too. And then I realized that corgi legs are longer than bulldog legs, so I probably don't have corgi legs. I probably have bulldog legs. I don't remember what my partner said last night. I said, don't piss P off. She'll come over there and she'll kick you in the fucking bottom of your foot, since that's as high as she can kick. And then she had a little tirade about, apparently I can't even kick in the knees anymore. That's what Dagda says. But in my house, we don't call you Dagda.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Call me fucking motherfucking asshole.
Go fuck yourself, Uncle Fucker.
Sweanger. Cocksucker.
Right. It's so funny because we can't have these mics running 24/7 because some of the things they would say would get us canceled. Like some of the things, like a heartbeat. Whoosh.
That's what editing is for.
Yeah, but who the fuck? Like, honestly, the more you edit yourself, just the more fake you come off. So I would rather just say there are certain things we will not talk about on camera, i.e. politics.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, we don't want to exclude anybody. We want everybody to have a good fucking laugh, even if at my expense, because this motherfucker likes to fuck with me. That's fine.
What? Who, me?
College kids. We got your fears. Fucking Christ. I think I need to. I'm getting ready to change our tag. Now that we're like so many episodes in, just because it's like, it's fun. It's fun to me. I like going into the synopsises. Like, a while back we had a member, and it was her birthday. So in the synopsis, I gave her a birthday shout out. So, that's what a follower, not a member. That's just, I like to do fun stuff like that. Then I like to remind people that the sock goblin lives on. You will never live it down.
I shall go on and on. Any fucking way.
It's not unusual to be crowned in my skin. Na, 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 na. Anyways, we're not going there. That's mine. It's copyrighted. Don't fucking touch it.
I saw a video the other day where they took...
Because we were goofing on songs. I thought you were going to be like, I saw the light, I've been baptized. I'm like, what?
They took a Slipknot song.
Yep.
And they played it to the tune of Dolly Parton's
Jolene.
Yep. Yeah. And they did an AI of fucking Dolly Parton singing the Slipknot song.
Okay.
It was actually fucking hilarious.
Right. Please tell me it was Psychosocial, which is one of my favorites.
I don't remember. It might have been that one.
Psychosocial.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember which one it was.
And the rain will kill us all as we throw ourselves against the wall. Yeah, Slipknot's fun. I really, R.I.P. Jory Jorgensen, the drummer. That motherfucker was, Tommy Lee was good for in his day. Dude, Jory Jorgensen, that motherfucker, his beat count is it was unreal, just unreal. And he died so young.
I remember the first time, because Sean is a huge Slipknot fan.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, man, blah, blah, blah. The drummer is amazing. And so you see him, and at first I was unimpressed. And the reason I was unimpressed was because there were like 6 people drumming. It wasn't just him. There was a bunch of other people on stage drumming also.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? And then they did the fucking thing where he was drumming by himself. He was doing a drum solo.
Yeah.
And he was on a big contraption that basically lifted him and his fucking drum kit up and sideways and upside down and all that shit. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they've got videos of that on YouTube. People can go watch it. It's fucking amazing. And his tempo, his beat, it's just, it's insane. He was so talented. It's so talented. But we're not slip-knotting away from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Although I do like Corey Taylor, who also, literally the name of the other band he's in, where you actually see him more, is like Stone Sour. There we go. I'm like literally, I'm like fast listening to my brain memory and their Rolodexing.
Isn't that a mixed drink?
It probably is. I don't know, but I know that they had a very popular song. I think they might even be considered a one-hit wonder, but fronted by Stone Sour, fronted by Corey Taylor, who also fronts Slipknot, or he did. Through Glass is the name of the song, and it was very popular. But I love his vocal range. I really do. But Psychosocial is just, And it's super funny because my ex and I used to play a lot of like rock band and stuff. And it was so funny because he'd get really excited because he always liked how I would do it. Because I just did it I used to do it like Britney style, like a psychosocial. And it always made him laugh so hard. So, but we're not slipknotting away from Stranger Things. We are focusing like rabbits today instead of squirrels.
I mean, a slip knot would keep you in focus until you passed out. Anyway, carry on.
Choke yourself.
Lean forward and choke yourself. Not with my hand.
Okay, so little run back of how smart some of these people are. Okay, so we'll look at Winona Ryder, who plays Joyce Byers.
Yeah.
So she did her first performance on a movie. It's the first thing I could find for her. If there was something else, it just didn't credit right on the wiki, but whatever. And that is, she was in Lucas, the movie Lucas.
Is that the one with the little genius kid and he was fucking everybody?
The nerdy kid who wanted to be a football player.
Yeah. And they called him leukoplakia.
Well, here's the thing is, my brain went, literally, I felt like I was floating backwards high as a kite because I was like, I went right back to that place going, oh yeah, she was the nerdy girl in there. Oh my gosh, she was a little tiny girl in there. So she's, she was in Lucas. Of course, she's famous for lots of things. She went from Lucas to Beetlejuice, Edward Scissorhands, Mermaids, with Christina Ricci and Cher, which I happen to really like.
Splash. I was like, wait, no, that was only one blonde
That was
chick.
Daryl Hannah.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
Daryl Hannah, Tom Hanks, Splash.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen
Mermaids.
I saw Splash, but
I don't think it was very popular. It was about a single mom with two kids, so I don't think it was,
especially for dudes.
Yeah. It was very much. It was very targeted at teenage girls or preteen girls or whatever.
Young mothers.
I saw it when I was in my mid-20s, maybe close to my 30s. I didn't watch it when I was a young kid because I had no interest in it at that time. It was just like, hey, that had nothing to do with me. I mean, yeah, maybe I could be like the 7-year-old swimming in the bathtub, whatever. Anyways, but she did Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Yeah, I remember that.
She did a voice in like Frankenweenie, which if you have not, Frankenweenie is such a great animation movie. It's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, of course, more recently, Beetlejuice. So the 30th or 40th anniversary to whatever, and it's so crazy when you go, wow, Winona Ryder is like in her 50s, bro. Like mid to late 50s, I think. Like I lose track of time so easy, it's not even funny.
Yeah.
I mean, hence why we might end up having like to split this and who knows. Anyways, so Winona Ryder, and then her big scandal, her big shoplifting scandal and everything. Yeah. I'm super glad to see that's all gone and that she's come back into this, because when you see her doing this, I don't know who else they would have had in the running for being this Joyce Byers character.
Yeah.
And I try to think about it and I'm like, well, maybe the mom from Home Improvement, maybe they would have had her. My fear is they probably, now, although I love this actress, this is not her wheelhouse. I don't feel this is her wheelhouse. I was kind of afraid, like,
Brie Larson.
Dead. Laurie Metcalf, who was Roseanne's sister on the Roseanne show, and of course Sheldon's mom in The Big Bang Theory. I think she's a fantastic fucking actress.
Yes.
She does the voice of Andy's mom in the entire Toy Story series. But yeah, I'm like, I've racked my brain like 50 ways from Sunday, and I think there's nobody. I thought for a very long time, there's nobody else. And I have to say, I'm really glad Winona Ryder got it, because if Winona Ryder hadn't got it, I would have prayed to Jesus that they would have picked Holly Marie Combs. I believe she played Piper in Charmed, the oldest sister, not Shannon Doherty, not Alyssa Milano, not Rose McGowan.
I think Shannon Doherty was the oldest one, but
Paige, was she Paige maybe? Was that her name in the show?
No, Paige was the youngest.
Baby. Well, Holly Marie Combs, not the other three women, her.
Yeah.
I think she would have done a fucking fantastic job as Joyce Byers. No Winona Ryder.
Yeah.
But now that you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah, she would be great. And that other lady, too, that you were talking about would also be great. But all three of them would be completely different from what we have.
Yeah, at least, I mean, Winona Ryder, Holly Marie Combs, as far as stature and personality are the same. Physical size is different, obviously. Holly Marie Combs has had a few kids recently. But just personality and range, because I feel like Charmed really kind of encompasses that, did back in the day encompass that like supernatural feeling.
Yeah.
So, I'm glad Winona got it though. But if there was anybody else, just remember, if you guys do another season of it and nobody else returns, get Holly Marie Combs. She's a fantastic little actress.
Yeah.
And she's cute to boot.
Oh yeah.
I mean, and now you got Alyssa Milano, who's going to be listening, and she's going to be like, wait a minute, why didn't you pick me? Because you're not timid. That's the thing. You have to have that level of timid. Alyssa Milano, and everything she's done, she's never reminded me of a timid girl. Never reminded me of a timid woman. She's always just like, oh, I'll get in your face. And she's done it with a smile. So I really, anyways. And then, of course, we got Hopper, who is played by the amazing David Harbour. Now, do you remember other movies that he was in? Because it blew my fucking mind when I realized that David Harbour was in a couple of these other films that I'd seen.
Yeah, there was one that I had seen him in and I had completely forgotten, and then I was reminded, but I don't remember what it was.
Was it the movie about the sexologist?
No.
Okay. Well, one of the first movie he did was a movie called Kinsey, about Kinsey the sexologist.
Oh, okay. I didn't. Yeah, I've seen that movie. I didn't.
So
don't
I figured
remember
that was
him
probably
being
where
in
you
there.
would know him from.
No, it was a. It was some sort of a cop thing,
End of Watch.
and he was like a fucking cop who was on the take.
End of Watch. I just told you.
Yeah.
With Michael Pena and Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay.
Was he in a business suit or a cop suit?
He was a detective, so he was in a business suit.
Was he sitting at a table having a meal with a black lady?
Maybe. That.
We'll circle back to that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people confuse him in End of Watch, his role in End of Watch, with his role that was actually in Suicide Squad, where he's part of people who are deciding whether the Suicide Squad should be something they use or not. And it tripped me the fuck out because he's clean shaven in it. And I'm like, what a cute little baby face. But yeah, so
I did see Suicide Squad, and I don't remember him in there. But that's probably one of those scenes that's just a brief thing, and then you go on with the rest of the movie.
No, I mean, he's featured in a couple of different scenes, but that's his biggest talking point. He's at dinner with the black lady, Amanda, whatever her name is. And
the lady who was actually in charge of the Suicide Squad.
Yeah,
Okay.
with her, Amanda Weaver, I think her name was. So he's there in a couple of spots, but so, and also they've done two Suicide Squads, so it's really easy to get confused between the two. So it's the one with Will Smith that he was in.
Yeah.
He was also in Quantum of Solace, End of Watch, and of course the Hellboy remake.
I've not seen that.
I think you'd like it. And he was in Black Widow and the Thunderbolts. He plays the Red Guardian.
Yeah, I've not seen the Thunderbolts. I did see,
Black Widow.
And I definitely remember him there because that was after he had been in Stranger Things. So I was like, oh yeah, there he is.
Right? Yeah.
And he plays a great fucking that's kind of awesome.
He's so funny. He's like, I'm the Russian Captain America. I'm the Red Guardian. Yeah, he does a fucking. He's a very versatile actor, and in his real life, he struggles with a little bit of mental health issues, and I think that conveys really, like, I think he draws from that.
Yeah.
When he has, like, there's a scene in Stranger Things where so he asks Joyce out, let's meet and have dinner and talk about this. Enzo's 7:30, da 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 da. We're gonna go have this thing, and then he gets like, Joyce never shows up because Joyce is Joyce. Like, I need to figure out this thing that's going on, and she doesn't think about it, and she just goes, and he's just like, rar bear, like, oh, it wasn't that important, Oh, fuck off. So they definitely have some acting chops. And what's really cool, I think, for these young actors and actresses is they're getting to see this range that they have. And I will tell you who is a fucking sponge is that Millie Bobby Brown.
Okay.
The difference, and here's the thing, I didn't realize that I had seen her in something prior to Stranger Things.
Okay.
Until I was reading her bio or her filmography and stuff, and I went, I remember that little girl. She played Alice in 2 episodes of the TV show. She played young Alice in the TV show Once Upon a Time in Wonderland. It was a 1-season one-off of the Once Upon a Time series, all about Alice in Wonderland. She played young Alice, and you definitely can correlate Alice's character, adventurous, mischievous, but kind of shy, with Elle.
Okay.
But now when you look at Millie Bobby Brown and the fucking work she's done, you can see that she's just sponging it up. She's like, oh, was that your lunch? Good fucking God. I thought my ass smelled bad. Fuck. Is that payback?
Yep.
Fucking dick. Anyways, so
she's also fuck. She's the Sherlock Holmes.
We'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll get into that in a minute because I actually got some information on that.
Okay.
And it's so crazy. Okay.
I keep wanting to say Winona Earp, but that's obviously something completely different.
Right. Okay. So then you got Jamie Campbell Bowers or Jamie Bauer Campbell. He's the one who plays Vecna.
Okay.
So yeah. And it's so funny because his face looked so familiar for a long time. And I was just like, why does this guy look so fucking familiar? I don't understand. I recognize that nose and those long legs. And then I had to go finally look him up. I think it was like 4 episodes into the introduction of him, right?
Okay.
Because he got introduced in season 3? Yeah, season 3. And then I went, oh, he's the guy he played young Gellert Grindelwald in the Harry Potter Deathly Hallows Part 1. But that's not where I knew him from.
Okay.
I knew him as being part of the Volturi clan in the Twilight Saga. He plays Caius. He plays the blonde one with the bob. What's this octopus? And
okay.
He has, you've never seen the whole thing.
I've never seen any of the fucking...
One of the last fucking scenes, and you're never going to watch it, so I don't care. Twilight series Breaking Dawn Part 2. Everything's come to a head. Right, Bella's got this baby. Oh, spoiler alert! If anybody else ain't ever seen it, he ain't never gonna watch it. Anyways, so things come to a head, right? And long story short, because it takes not 1 but 2 fucking 2-hour movies to bring it to the final closure after the other 800, right? So Alice comes out of Alice is the one who's a clairvoyant. She can touch you and she can see things. She has visions and she can touch you and get to know you. She has visions. So she has this vision and she comes and she's been hiding for almost the entirety of the last film. Her and Jasper are off looking for something for the Takuna legends, right? The legends of the half breeds that are half mortal, half immortal. So half vampire, half human. So they're off in the Amazon looking for the Takuna legends, right? She comes and she emerges from this tree line. She walks up to the leader of the Volturi, and I don't remember, Arlo is his name. His name's Arlo. And he can read your complete mind and thoughts with just a touch. He can read everything. He doesn't get impressions of you and kind of all that, but he knows everything, right? So she touches him, and all of a sudden she's like, no matter what I say, your mind's already made up, right? So they go into this battle scene, and you could appreciate how Caius dies because they take him and they rip his head in half, very graphically. It's so good. So as soon as I read that he was Caius in Twilight, I was just like, oh my God, that guy met such an epic end. It was so fantastic. So he's been in other stuff, but he's a British dude. I haven't watched any of his other stuff. So, I think he's doing a good job as Vecna. I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so Millie Bobby Brown, right? Because you were talking about that.
Yep.
You were trying to jump the gun, bitch. Stop jumping the gun on me. He's been trying to fuck me up all day. It's working pretty good too, honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little off kilter. I'm like, what's happening? I don't understand. So anyways, so Millie Bobby Brown, young lady, she's going to be 22 this year, right? Mm-hmm. So Enola Holmes.
That's what it
is
was.
the name of the character.
Okay.
So here's the coolest thing about it. There are 3 Enola movies. There's 1 and 2 that's already out.
Yeah, okay.
Three's, I believe three's in production. The to be announced when it's coming out.
Okay.
I personally have only seen Enola Holmes 1.
Okay.
But here's the cool thing about Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, so she did Enola Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
She has been in 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
She's been in Godzilla King of Monsters.
Okay.
And she has been in Godzilla versus Kong. She
Okay.
just did a movie that came out like about a year ago called Damsel. So she's very much her very own heroine. She's like a dragon slayer or some shit like that. I haven't seen it. There's a lot of her stuff I haven't seen because I have this weird thing that happens. Like if I see something and they'll be like, coming July 1st, Damsel. I'm like, oh yeah, Millie Bobby Brown. Okay, I got to watch her grow up one more time because I want to remember her as little Elle, and then I'll start the whole fucking series over again, and then I'll forget to watch whatever I was preparing for to watch with her to see her grown up. Because it was such a massive change for her in Enola Holmes from Elle.
Okay.
So she did Damsel, and then she did Electric State with Pratt. And I watched
that. Yeah, it's pretty.
I watched a few minutes of it. I haven't seen the whole thing. And that's just because when I started to watch it, somebody, I got interrupted. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
So what's really cool about it is this girl is a fucking brilliant, and she is super fucking smart. She was a producer on Enola Holmes 1, 2, and 3. And yeah, however they did it, they got Henry Cavill to play Sherlock.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
yeah.
that is just like, holy crap.
Yeah, that was one of the reasons why I was interested in watching it, because it's like not only is Millie in there, it's also fucking Cavill. I was like, this should be interesting.
And you get Helena Bonham Carter to play her mom.
Who's that?
Helena Bonham Carter? You know who Helena Bonham Carter is.
Maybe.
You've seen a bunch of Tim Burton stuff. You've seen Todd Sweeney. Have you seen
Sweeney Todd? Yes, I've seen
Sweeney Todd?
Sweeney Todd. Wait, she's the girlfriend or whatever. She was also the girlfriend in Fight Club.
I don't know about that, but I know that she was in the Harry Potter movies, and I know that she was in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. And
I've not seen the remake of that.
You haven't seen the one with Johnny Depp?
Uh-uh.
My head hurts a little bit now. But your head probably hurts when you start talking about like Codex Alera Dresden, and I'm like, what? You're lucky I can remember.
Codex Alera Dresden.
Or Dresden, I said. I told you I'm having trouble with speech because of my gums swelling. Helena Bonham Carter was Tim Burton's partner for like 10, 12 years. They got kids together.
Okay.
She played Bellatrix Lestrange in the Harry Potter movies.
Okay. Yeah.
I killed Sirius Black. I killed Sirius Black.
Yeah. So that's the same person.
Okay. Yeah, her.
She's the crazy girlfriend in fucking...
Yeah. So she played the mom.
She plays crazy good.
She not only does... Here's the thing. Daniel Radcliffe they did a 25th anniversary for Harry Potter, or 20th anniversary or whatever.
Okay.
And he was talking about how, so back in the day, apparently, Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter himself, had a huge crush on Helena Bonham Carter. And so he had a really hard time staying focused while they were doing scenes, which is really funny. Anyways, I'm actually excited for the last season of Stranger Things to come out. And I'm really, really hoping that I would love it if they did 3 parts, 6 episodes each. Each episode's like 2 hours. That's me. I'm fangirling it. Obviously, it's probably not going to be that. But I'm hoping it's at least twice the footage we got from season 4. Because, I think there's a lot for them to tie up. So, before we wrap up, I've already written my prediction down here. So it's right here. There's no changing it, whatever. What is your prediction for the final season of Stranger Things? Anything you think that what do you think might or might not happen? Obviously, besides the basic of Vecna's probably going to vanquish because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah, they're going to kill Vecna. Duh.
Excuse me.
I think one of the most interesting things that could happen is her sister shows back up and helps her kill Vecna. And one or both of them will die in the process.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
A little steam coming out your
I
ears.
don't know what else to think.
I
It will be
think
good.
I think that's an interesting prediction. I think you really want to see Collie come back.
Yeah, she was awesome.
There was awesome aspects about her, but I really liked the fact that she could make like that guy think spiders were all over him. That was hilarious. But I did like that guy, the one guy, the really big, like the bodyguard guy. I really liked that character
Yeah.
because he reminded me of Michael Clark Duncan.
R.I.P. dude.
R.I.P. dude, you are very fucking missed in the entertainment world.
Yeah.
So that's interesting that would be your prediction. And you can verify so everybody knows that I didn't cheat doing this. So my prediction, written right here, prediction. I think that Elle may die to save not just Hawkins, but Max. Because remember, when they leave season 4, Max is in a coma.
Yeah.
She has searched high and low in every realm, can't find Max. Okay. The other thing that I think may happen.
Max gets powers.
No. Well, there's a reason.
She can't just be the MacGuffin.
Jesus Christ. There's a reason why I think Elle might die. Not just to save Hawkins and Max, but my thought behind it is you have a person who has, every time they've been extremely angry, they have assumed every threat is a mortal threat. She's killed a lot of motherfuckers because there is that point where she doesn't seem to be able to understand the difference between caution, danger, and a mortal threat.
Yeah.
So she goes from, I ought to push that motherfucker to killing them, especially if they're an adult. So I think that's something where it's just like, if they were to leave her with the powers, either the powers need to completely leave her or they need to let this character go, because it would be a detriment to society. If they just leave her, then it leaves it open for a return to this character in, say, 5 years. Or, yeah, in 5 years, because by then she can mature up a bit and, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, they can totally Jean Grey her. Dark Phoenix.
Jesus Christ. Anyways, so that's one thing that I think might happen. The other thing that I think might also be a possibility, it's kind of an either or thing. I think Will Byers might die to save Joyce and Jonathan.
I mean,
Somebody's gonna fucking die,
yeah.
and you know it's for what's interesting to me is for so many years it's always been the heroes that have been willing to die that die. Let's do something a little different. let somebody do that sacrifice play that doesn't want to die. I mean, who really wants to die? But like, you know, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, see, you can read in my own hand. Oh wait, can you read cursive?
Yes.
But as I say, Will dies to save Joyce and Jonathan, and then of course, Elle dies to save Hawkins and Max. So you verified, no cheating involved. That's why I was just like, really, is that what you're saying? Because I kind of figured and you know what? And maybe they'll just kill Collie off.
That's true.
You know, because she's not, I mean, I have a little issue with Collie with the fact that she's willing to just point blank period walk up to somebody and shoot him in the head.
Yeah.
And that's just like, that's a lot closer to Psycho.
I mean, what she
Elle
went
is.
through, it's understandable.
Okay, fair point. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want to be the only person known as a psycho killer around here. I'm just saying. So I'm looking very much forward to the new season.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really good. It'll be interesting to see the changes. Just the trailer we watched was kind of interesting.
Yeah.
You know? And then we could all be wrong and Steve Harrington could sacrifice himself for everything. Even though, you know, he wants to ride off into the sunset with Nancy and have 6 little nuggets. I mean, who knows? You never know. So the other thing that we should talk about really quickly, if they've made it this far, is we are starting to transition how many episodes of Conversations Over Coffee we put out every week.
Yeah.
And, of course, After Dark. So After Dark is a weekly thing. It's coming out Fridays for you. So we're going to transition until we hear a higher demand or more tiers or they pay us really well. We're gonna switch Conversations Over Coffee to 2 days a week. And then we're going to have After Dark on Fridays.
Yep.
Of course, But everybody's figured out by now that we did give you guys a nice treat because we had to tease you for so long for After Dark. So you guys got a 2-episode premiere on After Dark. And hopefully you've enjoyed it. But we're going to transition just so we have some time. I mean, Stranger Things is coming out, motherfucker. I got to have at least, 3 days off every once in a while. And then we've got, hopefully, somebody will be telling me when they're ready to put a hypnotic
Gifts
out.
Yep.
Got to get prepared for it. Because, I'm cool. You can record here in the studio and I will sit and watch some Stranger Things and catch up on Stranger Things. You can record what you need and get it all ready. But that'll be interesting. And then, because, when you do this, right, I kind of had a thought. Because I know you're getting close to it. You're gonna make about another 8 weeks before you're like, I need a week. And I know this about you because I've been around you long enough and I understand this. And I thought, Big Beef Anthony keeps telling me, you need to do some true crime stories. And so I thought I might look into seeing if we could do story time. And if we did do something that was like a story time, that would probably be, because I'm not the fastest reader. I mean, I'm a fast reader, but I'm not the fastest translator from my eyes to my mouth. But I thought, we might throw that in there too as some bonusy content. But I have to read the rules and regulations on it because there are a lot of interesting stories out there about serial killers. And that book I'm reading, I think I'm going to put it on my wish list for Christmas because I'm going to have to check it out again because I'm not even a quarter of the way through it. But I love how it stretches back in time. But have lots of different thoughts going on. Yep. But right now we're going to be focusing on transitioning on our conversations over coffee to 2 days a week. And then we're going to have our After Dark 1 day a week. And then once a month, we're looking at hypnotic gifts.
Yeah.
Mayhaps.
Something like that.
I don't know if you could do a 2-episode starter bonus. I mean, they're only going to be half hours?
Yeah, they're not going to be very long.
So you might, it depends if they've been good. I mean, we'll see when the time comes, right?
Yeah.
So anyways, please comment, share, subscribe. Find an episode you think somebody might really get a kick out of, whether it's talking about Gen X music, Stranger Things,
Gwar,
Warhammered and Drifts. No matter what it is, we've kind of got a little bit of stuff out there for everybody. So we're just relying on you guys to help spread us around. That sounds horish. I guarantee you I'm not that anymore. Anyways, please give us a like. Please give us a share. Please give us a comment and a subscribe. You can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Patreon. You can find us on Instagram. And, of course, Discord. Anything else?
Later.
Of course, he never has anything else to say. I hope you guys are well, and we will see you next time. Why don't you hit him with the outro?
All right.
Bye. Okay, everybody. That's all the time we have for today. So I want to thank you for stopping by to enjoy the conversation. We're glad you're here, and please share and share again and share some more. And if you haven't already, subscribe. We'll be having another chat and another cup soon. We'll talk to you then. Look forward to seeing you.